Let's just talk a little bit about our vision for how enterprise AI transforms global content. Okay, so here's prediction number one. We'll talk a little bit about these AI models in both enterprise and government. And I think the key way to think about a language model, one important sort of mental device is it's a compressed form of a lot of information. So in the large case, like these big frontier models, they're like a compressed form of the internet. And so it's easy to sort of see that every enterprise is going to want to have like a compressed form of all of its knowledge. And that knowledge that a business has of itself is by nature a strategic asset. So we think every organization, whether that's a government agency, a large enterprise, they're going to have their own form of an AI model. That's all of their sort of business knowledge compressed in one form. But what we think is that for those businesses, like AI staff to build and use these models is going to remain a pretty scarce commodity. So businesses are naturally going to dedicate their in-house staff to the use cases that are core to them. Whether they're in marketing, that's dedicating their AI staff to marketing use cases, or they're in infrastructure and dedicating their staff to infrastructure or to finance. And so we think this like global content publication, it's not like a core competency of many businesses. And so therefore, there will be a place where businesses need help to get this function to work right. Point number two, we think that AI interoperability for global content is going to supersede the dominant mode right now, which is a desire for LSP and vendor interoperability. So many large programs are built on sort of arbitraging lots of vendors against each other, which is a natural thing to do in a highly labor-based setting. As we move into this highly AI-based setting, what you're going to want to do is have different agents and models that are customized to different use cases, and you're going to want to orchestrate those to do global content publication. So that sort of changes the architecture of how a program is built and the software layer that you build around it. We don't think that there's going to be like one gigantic, like a big frontier model like GPT-6 that just wipes out a need for smaller specialized models. I think it looks more like computing where you have different form factors. You have sort of like data center size computing form factors, and then you have mobile form factors, and then even like small microcontrollers in various devices. So you have computing in different form factors. And I think you can think of these neural networks as like probabilistic computers. And so they're going to have different form factors as well.